Sanbanane Makaya. My name is Leander. I'm from the People's Fund. Ruth's taking the video and she's laughing behind the camera because she says I'm an idiot. But basically today, we're going to be discussing purchase order funding. So many of you have been asking us. I've always wanted to say that like a YouTube influencer, when nobody has been asking us about purchase order funding, but let's pretend people have been asking us, what is purchase order funding? So we're going to spend today just describing in detail what a purchase order is first and foremost, and then what is the funding of it. And it's going to become obvious why you would need to fund this. So when you think of the process of purchase order funding, it is best to think about the situation when you're going to a restaurant, you're going out to eat, and how that process works, right? So, you know, when you get to a restaurant, you place an order and then you pay your bill at the end. It's a similar process with most procurement in very large companies. So we're going to walk you through that. Procurement is the word used for companies, the division of companies that buy goods from its suppliers. So let's use an exact example. Company A says it needs 200,000 tissues. That company's full of crap. And then it sources from a company that, let's say, Temple Enterprises. Right? Temple Enterprises is a distributor of toilet paper. So Temple Enterprises, company A places an order with Temple Enterprises for 200 tissues, but instead of company A paying Temple directly, what it does is it places a purchase order. So it is basically saying, I want to order 200,000 tissues, and then once you've delivered Temple, mind the spelling, we will pay you. Right? So bringing it back to the example of the restaurant, this is how it would work. Company A would be you walking into Buns Out and saying you want a burger. Right? When at the moment you talk to the waiter and tell them and place an order to buy the burger, you are putting in place a purchase order, which is a legal binding agreement. So if you don't pay your washing dishes, or you're going to jail, right? It's a legally binding agreement between you and the restaurant that, although it is verbal, that you would like X, Y, and Z delivered to you, you know? What she order? Fish fillet. Right? And then, once you've placed the order, the waiter delivers the food to you, you eat it, which is equivalent to company A receiving delivery of its 200,000 tissues. Then, what happens, let me add a step here. After you've eaten, you pick up your hand like you're important, and then you say, can I please have the bill? And then the bill gets delivered to you, then you pay. If you think about the bill in the restaurant, it's equivalent to Temple Enterprises sending an invoice to company A for goods delivered. Because primarily that's the goods were delivered to you to eat. And then you pay. So that, in a nutshell, is a purchase order, right? It works like that in restaurants. It also works like that in very large corporations. We'll also go into the reason why it works like that. And then we'll have a philosophical discussion about why it's an inefficient system in its entirety and how business shouldn't exist. But for now, that's where we are. I'm only going to do this and pretend to be fake humble and say thank you guys for watching our videos. Really appreciate it. Get those views up. This is what YouTube influencers do. So click on subscribe. There is no subscribe button, I'm just joking. But on a serious note, thanks for your time, guys. I hope this has been helpful. And if you want any information that was not in this video, please look at our other videos so that you can have a clearer and deeper understanding of how all of this works. It's very lucrative for all of us.